My name is Eric, and I'm the Student Ministries Director here at the Vineyard. You're about to hear a story from Angela, who's a freshman in one of our small groups that just completed the Brave Journey series. In this story, you'll hear about a joy jar. Now, a joy jar is a jar filled with money that you give to someone in a moment of need. The idea with this is once you've used this, maybe you can fill it yourself and pass it on. In addition to Angela saving money for this joy jar, she's also been saving money for her own personal computer. So what happens when Joy Jar meets computer money meets Brave Group? Take a look.
One time when my family and I came home, we saw a jar on our porch, and it said, "Dear Hudspeth family, you get the Joy Jar this time." And this gave us so much pleasure and happiness because we've been praying for such a long time that God will give us money to help us with all of our financial needs. And I wanted to do the same thing, to give somebody this money so it could bring them great pleasure too, the way that it felt for us. And for about a year now, I've been saving up money in the Joy Jar. And I didn't know quite who to give it to or when to give it to someone, but I wanted to wait and make sure that God gave me clear direction. A few weeks after that, I went to Bible study, and when I went to Bible study, my friend Molly has been talking about the same story for a long time, and she's been wanting to go to Mexico for a mission trip, but she didn't know quite how to save up for it. So she was really frustrated and confused, but right as she said that, I thought of the Joy Jar, and that brought me so much joy and happiness, and I couldn't stop talking about it for such a long time. And I felt like the Holy Spirit was prompting me to do this. So when I came home, I was about to package up the jar. Right before I packed it up, I thought of the $200 that was sitting in my shelf. And I thought this was a crazy idea and unbelievable because I felt like God was wanting me to give it away. And I've been saving up for this money for half of a year to buy my own computer. And I was kind of freaking out. I'm like, I don't know how to save up the money, and I don't know when I can ever get a computer. It might be a year or so, but I told myself to calm down and trust that the Lord will provide for my needs. And so I did. So I gave it away, the Joy Jar, to Molly. And a few days after that happened, I went to my dad's house, and he gave me an early birthday card from my grandparents. And right as I opened it up, I saw there was a $100 bill inside of it. And I knew this was definitely a God moment because my grandparents never give me a $100 bill for no apparent reason a lot of times. And I felt so happy that this was, that he helped me and provided my needs for me like I've been praying for. And another crazy thing that happened was that when my brother came home to visit us from college, he told me and my mom that he felt that in his heart he wanted to give me a computer. And this was completely crazy because he had no idea what was going on in my life. And I definitely knew this was another God moment, and I knew that he will never stop providing for me.